Hi kids, I'm Storytime Pup, and welcome to the Storytime Pup Show. I'm so glad you came by to play. I love when my friends come by to play, and you're one of my friends. Are you ready to have fun? Let's see what we're going to do today. Magic marker, show us what we're going to do today. Yay! It's storybook time! We love storybook time! Today I'm going to be reading you a wonderful story. It's entitled Jason and the Crawdad King. And it's written by my very good friend, Joey Dee Light. And it's illustrated by Lili Avakem. Jason loved to play outdoors in nature. When he was there, he could become so still, he felt invisible. In those quiet moments, his dear friend River would call his name. You see, River loved Jason and often whispered through the trees, "Jason, Jason, come out and play." More than anything, Jason loved floating down the river in his beautiful wooden boat. As he drifted along, Jason felt like he was part of River, as much as the fish, the ducks, and the water itself. Being with River made Jason feel very much alive. Another good friend of Jason's was Eddie. He was a calm pool of water behind a very large rock. As Jason steered his boat into Eddie, he hollered, "Ahoy, matey!" Eddie shouted back, "Top of the day, Captain! Take a look below. I have a surprise for you today, mate." As Jason peered into the crystal clear water, he saw an old tangled-up fishing line. Jason knew it made Eddie very happy when people kept him clean, so he reached down and pulled the line from the water. He pulled, and he pulled, and he pulled, then he pulled some more. At the end of the line, Jason was alarmed to find a crawdad shrieking for help. "Help me! Help me! Help me!" he squealed. "Get me out of this tangled mess!" Gently, Jason picked up the frightened creature, careful not to get pinched, and slowly unwound the twisted line. Within a few minutes, the little fellow was free. When the last of the line was untangled from his leg, the crawdad spoke to Jason and said, "Thank you, young man. You have saved my life. I now owe you a favor in return." No, Jason cheerfully replied. "I saved you out of the kindness in my heart. There isn't anything you need to do for me." The crawdad laughed and said, "Young man, you are most noble indeed, but there is nothing you can do. Your kindness will most certainly be repaid, because it's the law in my kingdom." With that said, the little lobster jumped from Jason's hand and shouted, "Watch me in your dreams! My name is King Carl!" Then he soared in with a perfect swan dive, splashed into the river, and disappeared instantly. That night, Jason fell into a very, very deep sleep. He dreamed he was underwater in river. The mysterious aqua colors were so beautiful, he felt like he was drifting in paradise. In the distance, he saw a lovely castle, twinkling in the underwater sunlight. It was so charming, it nearly took his breath away. As he swam closer, he saw King Carl standing in the arched doorway. He wore a golden crown, decorated with priceless jewels and a majestic velvet robe. Carl greeted Jason and spoke like a mighty king, saying, "So, we meet again. Welcome, welcome, my friend." Then he bowed deeply from his waist and led Jason into a magical palace. King Carl walked Jason down a long hallway, leading into a magnificent purple door. On the door, a sign read, "Imagination." The king put his arm around Jason and said, "My dear friend, this is your reward for saving my life. As I have said before, in my kingdom, every good deed that is pure of heart will be returned. It is called the law of give and receive, and it completes the great circle. Now it is your turn to receive." The king reached into his robe and pulled out a magic key. He slowly unlocked the door, pulled it open, and gently nudged Jason inside. Jason was suddenly in an amazing new world. There were unbelievable colors, shapes, smells, and scenes. Angels were dancing and playing the most beautiful, heavenly music. They shouted to Jason, "Come, come, help us dance, sing, and play." So Jason joined the glorious celebration that seemed like it had been going on forever. Jason was so happy, he was moved to the point of tears. "Thank you, thank you, thank you," he said to King Carl, "from the bottom of my heart." With a gentle touch, the king tenderly replied, "In thanks for saving my life, I have given you one of life's greatest gifts. I have opened the door to your imagination. This is where all your magic lives." As soon as those words were spoken, King Carl vanished, and Jason was back in his bed. Soon he would wake from a very, very deep sleep. When Jason awoke the next morning, he was a new person. He was an artist. He learned to paint, sculpt, sing, dance, act, and write his own stories, just as the angels had taught him. Jason understood for his good deed, King Carl granted him a most precious gift, the gift of creativity. Jason loved it so dearly, he vowed to share it with everyone for the rest of his days. Jason often returned to visit River and Eddie, but he never saw King Carl again. However, Jason could feel the king in his heart every time he entered the magical world of his imagination, which was where he went each evening, drifting off into a peaceful and dreamy good-night sleep. The end. That was a really great book. It shows you the importance of kindness, and also the magic that's within your imagination, and the creativity that's within that imagination that can bring you so much joy. A great big thank you to Joey Dee Light for that wonderful book. You can read more about Joey Dee Light and his books by looking in the description below. Wasn't that great? I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click on the thumbs up button below. Moms, dads, and adults, please leave your and your children's comments below. This way we know what shows you like, so we can make more of them. There's one more thing that we always do at the end of every show. Magic glasses. Magic glasses lets me see some of my friends who came to play. Maybe I'll see you today. Magic glasses, that's the way. Show me my friends who came to play. Okay, now everyone smile and wave and let me see if I see you. Oh, I see Dorothy and Chad. Oh, there's George and Reza and Neil. Oh, hi, Monty. Oh, there's Carolyn and Napoon and Ellen and Jerry. There's Jessica, Richard, Monica, Elizabeth, and Jason. I see a lot of my friends waving at me. Did I see you today? If not, maybe I'll see you next time. Make sure you check back soon, because we'll be adding a bunch of new shows every week. Make sure you have an adult. Click on the subscribe button right here. That way you won't miss any of the fun. Moms and dads, make sure you visit the Storytime Pup website to sign up for our great free giveaways. We have giveaways for books, CDs, DVDs, t-shirts, and other great stuff. Sign up just once, and you'll have a chance for all the drawings to come. And kids, Don't forget to tell your friends about Storytime Pup. And before I go, here's a great big hug for all my friends. Thanks for stopping by to play. I'll see you real soon. Bye now. The fun's not over yet, kids. Click below for more fun videos. There's children's books, Let's Pretend, and games. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking right here.